Hello, my name is Sharon Morris, and I'm a strong believer that we as human beings are a lot more powerful than we think we are. And I think it's just a matter of us tapping in to our true power. And part of that tapping into our true power is really being a little more comfortable with who we are and the choices that we make. Like just having a little more trust in ourselves and what we know is right for us and really going forward. So, as part of that belief system, I'll be creating a series of videos, and we're going to be discussing choices and how the choices we make in our life affects our life, be it in a manner that we would like, or be it where they kind of we stop ourselves from really living our true dream, our true life. I truly believe that all of us are capable of living the life we dream of. So I know there are many times we're in situations where we're asking ourselves, it just seems like everyone else's life just works out so perfectly fine, and it just seems like they always get what they want. It seems like they're so lucky. On the other hand, it just seems like everything in our own lives are just a little bit going a little bit out of control. We're not having things are not working out the way we want, and sometimes we kind of think that, well, wow, those people are lucky, or maybe you have to be a celebrity, or your family has to be born with money, or something like that. We just chalk it up to one of those things as a reason why we are not living the life that we want. But I mean, in these series of videos, I'm here to say, that's not true. We have exactly each and every human being on this planet. We have exactly what we need to create the life that we want. All those people that seems that they're so lucky and they have to be celebrities, or they're born from a family with a lot of money, who have the great things in their lives. I'm here to say each and every one of us have exactly what we need, just to where we are. We don't need any more education, we don't need any more money, we don't need any of those things in order to create the life we want. What we do need is actually some trust in ourselves. We need to trust ourselves, and we need to believe that we are worthy of what it is that we want in our life. I mean, just stop a minute and think about the design your life. What is your dream life? And now think about, in as you go about everyday life activities, there are opportunities that may present themselves to us that are in line with our dream lives. And let's think about some of the things when it happens. What do we tell ourselves? Let's say, for instance, part of my dream life is having being let's say I'm being a doctor and working at one of the top hospitals. And every time I think about being a doctor, the things that come to mind is like, oh my God, well, doctors have to study math and science, and I'm so not good at math and science, and I'm not going to do it. And it's almost like we keep making our excuses as to why we won't do it. It's like we're going to be right no matter what the reason, no matter what is the reason that you believe that you cannot create your life. You're going to do everything in your power to prove that your reason is right. And I'm here to tell you that's what we're doing every single day of our life. We're just proving that we're right. But are these the things you really want to prove you're right about? That denying yourself what it is you need, and then step back from it. Then look at the people who do have the lives that they dream of. There may be some people in your circle that are you see great things happening for them, and you're like, oh my God, maybe you want to meet the love of your life, and you're thinking, oh my God, my friend Sarah over there has met the dream man of her life. Why can't I meet the dream man of my life? Maybe she's luckier, she's prettier, she's smarter, but you know what? She's none of those. She may be all of those things, but she doesn't have more than you. But then think about you, what you're doing. Every day you go out, there's so many people around you. Are you closed off from meeting men, or from meeting that person that you dream of? Every time you encounter someone that you may feel that, oh my God, this is the person I'd like to have in my life, you keep thinking, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough. That kind of guy, maybe he's guy or girl, maybe they're gay, or maybe they're not going to be into someone like me anyway, and then you start shutting down, and all that's telling me that you do not think you're worthy. It's about knowing that you're worthy, and all these things are coming up. It's just fears and insecurities that you have. And they're not real. I'm here to tell you that fear is not reality. It doesn't, I will be the first one to say that fear feels extremely real when it's happening. It grabs us and we can't see beyond it. But one thing I'd like you to do, even if it's for a week, and then just to write down some of the experiences that you've noticed for a week. Whenever fear comes up, just think about it. Fear is about what has happened to you in the past. For instance, maybe you walked over a grid and once your shoe heel got stuck. So every time you see grids, you're thinking, oh my God, my shoe heel is going to get stuck. I need to walk around that grid. That's what fear is, like something that's happened in the past. Or it's about fear about what will happen, about the future. Or maybe you think about it, oh my God, let's think about something in the future. Let's say, for instance, you may think, oh my God, I want to, again, we're going to go back to that doctor example. Oh my God, I'd like to be a doctor. And you're thinking about, oh my God, being a doctor is going to take so long. Where am I going to get the money from? And all these things. And as a result, you don't do anything. Fear is not ever really about what's happening at the moment. Fear is more about the past or the future. What is real is danger. And I mean, making a distinction between those two can be life altering. Danger, on the other hand, think of danger as you're climbing up a ladder and the ladder tilts and you're about to fall off the ladder. That is danger. That is real. Fear isn't. So what I've learned to do is, and this is what I'd like you to do for at least 7 days, and document what you've noticed and what you've learned and what are some of the other choices you could have made, and other choices you've made as these things came up, and the other choices you could have made. This is like an experimentation that gives you an opportunity to try on different ideas and to see which one works for you. Not every one thing works for everyone, but I know one thing that does work, that fear is not real, only danger is. Document this. Anytime you feel fear coming up to you, just think for a second, oh my God, that's only fear. Just think about it. It's just like, it's nothing. It's just fear. And then see what happens. See how your whole outlook changes or what it is it does for you. And the second thing I'd like you to do for 1 week is to really sit and think about, let's say for 10 minutes a day, sit and think about your dream life. I would write it out. This is my dream life. And don't think anything as being, just write it out. Like, oh my God, if you had a wand and you could just say, poof, this is my dream life. Sit down and write that out, what it's like about. And then for 10 minutes a day, just think about that dream life and think about if you knew that dream life, you can have it and it's possible. What would you do every day of your life to move towards that dream life? Versus now there's a lot of things you're not going to do because you don't think that, if you don't think that dream life is possible, there are a lot of things you won't do. But I want you to just for 1 week, think about this and see how you behave and what other different ideas open up to you, and whatever different possibilities open up to you as you go through this process for 1 week. I would love to hear your feedback after the week, or I would love to hear your feedback. Please post on the site to let us know some of the things you've noticed, some of the experiences that you've had. This concludes our first video. Look out for my other video. It should be coming soon. Thank you and have a good one. And I know you can have the life that you dream of.